direct materials, plus direct labor, plus variable manufacturing overhead, plus the logo, the cost of the logo that Sadie very astutely identified for us and made very relevant for us and salient for us. Okay? So that adds up to $110. Do you got that written down? Awesome. And so $110 it is. How fun. Questions, comments, concerns, random thoughts? Are we good? Are we good? That was Morley Manufacturing. We are now on to Tillamook Cheese Company. What kind of a problem is this, Samantha? Sell now or process further. Have you heard of Tillamook Cheese before? No. No? Have you? Where can you get it? You can actually get it in Missouri. Do you know where? Whole Foods Market. You can get at Whole Foods Market sells Tillamook cheese. Good stuff. Anybody here ever been to Tillamook? It's at Tillamook, Oregon. Tillamook, Oregon. Anybody been here? Believe it or not, I was teaching in Abilene, Texas one semester. I was. Actually, I spent 5 years there. And so I was teaching in Abilene, Texas, 3 classes. I asked this question in 3 classes that semester, and someone from all 3 classes had been to Tillamook, Oregon. And you know what's in Oregon? What's in Tillamook, Oregon that people went to see? The Tillamook Cheese Company. It is the 2nd or 3rd most visited tourist attraction in the state of Oregon. Why? And we've already actually talked about the reason why, although you wouldn't necessarily associate it. Location, location, location. Where is Tillamook, Oregon? It's on the Oregon coast. And so it's right, I mean, it's literally, you know, I mean, the factory's a fair bit of, I mean, you can be seen from the parking lot is just right there off one of the most scenic drives. Yeah, it's actually 101, I think, at that point in time, because one splits off in a couple of different places. But yeah, but it's as far west as you can get and go north-south, and the factory's right there. And so they were kind of smart. They were more than just kind of smart. So they were like, let's give people a reason to stop and visit. And so you can see tours of the factory. They've got an awesome, they have a huge gift shop. You can buy ice cream there. That's kind of the reason I like going. You can get, I mean, it's like ice creams that you can not find anywhere else. Boysenberry ice cream. And cheeses. And they've got a small little restaurant there. They've got a small conference center there now. And so they've just, tour buses stop at the Tillamook Cheese Company. Now, the information that we are looking at here is entirely fictional. But, entirely fictional. But the place is real and very well visited and is one of the 2 or 3 most visited locations in the entire state of Oregon. So, anybody here ever been to Oregon? A few of you, good. It's a very pretty place. It's where I'm originally from, very pretty place. Sell now or, I asked somebody that, right? That's what I asked Samantha. What kind of a problem is it? Sell now or process further. That's what I recall. So Tillamook Cheese Company, TCC for short, not that I'm ever going to say that, but produces not only cheese but also ice cream and butter in its facility in Tillamook, Oregon. Like I said, if you ever want to try it, Whole Foods Market. You can find it at Whole Foods Market in Kansas City. Raw milk is the primary direct material used to produce all 3 products. Currently, 40% of Tillamook Cheese Company's production is cheese, 50% ice cream, which really wouldn't be real in real life, and 10% is butter. You were recently hired as an accountant and were asked to determine if it would be more profitable instead to sell any of the raw milk as milk rather than use it to produce cheese, ice cream, or butter. So, I mean, sell now or process further. Has anybody ever purchased meat at a grocery store? Raise your hand. Me too. Shar, have you ever purchased meat at a grocery store? Yeah. Okay. She didn't raise her hand. Well, it could be. I mean, it could be. So there are people in the world who don't purchase meats at grocery stores. Now, has anybody ever purchased hamburger at a grocery store? That's going to be a small list. Has anybody ever purchased hamburger in pre-processed patties? Yeah. Love it, I love it, I love it. Which is cheaper, ground beef or ground beef and patties? Ground beef. Why? Because it involves less processing. And so that's the decision grocery stores are making. Sell now or process further. Sell as ground beef or sell as ground beef in patties. And really, they're doing both. Thankfully, they don't have to make an either-or decision. So other businesses have to make an either-or decision. Do we do this or this? They're just doing both. But that is this sort of a concept. So here we've got a company that deals with milk. They use milk to make other things. But does milk have value? Yes. Do people buy milk? Absolutely. Do people buy cheese? Yes. So it's a sell now as milk or sell, process further to turn it into ice cream or cheese later. It's more of an either-or decision for this company. I don't know why I just had the tiki room theme just pop into my head. So what are we making? Cheese, ice cream, and butter, okay? What, sir?
So milk truck's usually on more cylinder than square.
You looked at it from the side. Looked at perfectly from the side, you can't tell. He's pretty astute though. So you've seen milk trucks before. Me too. My grandparents and now started a dairy farm in Oregon, and my aunt and uncle now continue to run a dairy farm in Oregon. Can anybody in here tell the difference between Guernsey and Holstein cows? Usually we're in Missouri, so usually one or two persons in the room can. Does anybody know the difference between Guernsey and Holsteins? What color are Holsteins? Black and white. Holsteins are black and white. What color are Guernseys? Brown, yellowish, orangish, some combination there. My aunt and uncle have a registered Guernsey dairy that has been in its lifetime, and actually recently they're doing much, much better, has been one of the best in the country, literally number 1, number 2, number 3 in terms of, they keep records of pounds of milk given by cow and butter fat per pound of milk given by each cow. And in those rankings have been in the top 5 in the country before. And have, at one point in time in the history of the dairy, sold milk to Tillamook Cheese Company. And so I have seen a milk truck before, and the milk truck that comes to my aunt and uncle's dairy comes every other day. Because how often are cows milked? The things you learn in accounting class. How often are cows milked? This is important stuff. Every day. How often every day? Twice. Twice a day. This is. What?
Nothing. We're just talking about it.
Twice a day, every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Cows get milked.